Assalamu alaikum and welcome to our programming technique 2 SECJ 1023 Section 6 Group 10 Floating Project. So this is our proposal for a scholarship application and approval management system. I'm Rahbab Chaudhary and today I'll be discussing about what this system is about. So it is a web-based platform designed to simplify the scholarship application process for like students and administrators. So the benefit of this is for students, they can browse scholarships, they can enlist, they can register all in a single UI. So the benefit for the administrator is they can also manage all the listings. They can review any upcoming applications and choose whether to deny or approve their applications. This way, the system keeps both parties, students and administrators, up to date with statuses and email notifications. The benefit of this process means there's no delay since we are not using a manual method. So, what are the objectives? What do you want users to do? So, students, for example, they can bookmark the scholarships for future reference. They can perhaps receive email notifications so they don't have to check every few days. Or perhaps they can just browse through the listings and check what the requirements are. Administrators, on the other hand, they may wish to see the statistics and the analysis of analytics, my bad, of the applicants, of how students are applying, what their applications are. Maybe they want to add new scholarships to the system. So this way it can be helpful for like both students and administrators as well.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurin. Next, I will explain the features and workflow of the system. The first thing is the login. Both students and administrators are required to log in using their username and password to access the system. This ensures that only authorized users can use the system. For the student, they can check their eligibility before applying. Then, they will fill in the application form with their personal and academic details. After that, they are required to upload the necessary documents such as transcripts or supporting files. Finally, they can submit their application through the system. Meanwhile, for the administrator, administrators are able to view the list of all applications submitted by students. They can check the detailed information of each applicant and filter candidates based on specific requirements. After that, they can shortlist qualified candidates for an interview. Finally, the administrator will make a decision, either approve or reject the application after the interview session. Next, for system updates, the system will automatically update the application status once a decision is made. Students can log in at any time to view their application results. Next, I will explain the system output. For students, the system only allows them to view the result of their scholarship application, whether it is approved or rejected. Meanwhile, for administrators, the system provides several outputs. They can export data into Microsoft Excel for record keeping and analysis. The system also generates a complete list of all applicants. In addition, administrators can view lists of approved and rejected applications. Finally, they can access detailed information for each individual application. These outputs help administrators manage data more efficiently and support better decision making. That's all from me.
Hello everyone. So on my part, I would like to explain about how our project will fulfill the project requirements, which is six types of OOP requirements. First of all, I will start with array of objects. For example, I choose the array applications, where the applications array will store all the submitted scholarship application, so that admin can look through to view, approve, or reject the scholarship. While for the student, it puts all the registered student accounts system will iterate to match the eligibility criteria here. Okay, moving to next. Encapsulation and data hiding, which is private classes. So, for example, student IC, password, family income, application status, and GPA. And this data hiding can be controlled by some utilities and accessors, which is like get GPA, get status, get applicant name, and valid password. For get GPA will allows read only access for the uh, to the grade, while set status can only be called by the admin to update the application's result. Moving to next, which is association, we choose both of the association, which is aggregation and composition. Talking about aggregation, it's a weak relationship. For example, students reference to the scholarship, which like a student is linked to a scholarship, but if the student withdraws the scholarship application, the scholarship still exists and it is available to other students. Okay. For composition, it is a very strong relationship. So it's like application owns the application documents. For example, if the application is deleted, the attached documents that the students upload will also be deleted. So documents cannot exist independently here. Okay, now inheritance and polymorphism. We has a parent class called user. Inside that we got login, logout, view profile, which is common for both child classes, which is student and admin. And for the student, we only redirects to the scholarship portal, which is the student cannot access the admin's dashboard, which the student can only apply. For admin, it will redirects to the admin dashboards, which they can accept or reject and view the application of the students. Okay, now for exception handling. Exception handling is, for example, invalid login exception. This is thrown when a user enter wrong username or password during the login. Next, ineligible applicant exception. For example, when a student GPA or family income does not meet the scholarship criteria, so they will become an ineligible applicant, right? So here we got the exception for the ineligible applicant. Moving to next, which is duplicate application exception, which is it will prevent the student from submitting more than one application. Last but not least is the incomplete form exception. So if a student submitted an incomplete form, it will be rejected here. And last but not least is the security element. For the security element, we got two, which is login authentication, which is we got a strong password login authentication, and then for role-based access control, if the student is applying, they have their own way to log in. If the admin is logging in, they have their own way to log in. So both of them will has a different ID. So which is they cannot cross the role to log in the website. This can protect the integrity of the system. So, and that concludes, which our project is concludes all the OOP requirements in this project. Thank you.